President Donald Trump, I'm saying this with so much love for you and my humble heart before the Lord. And if you are the assistant of President Donald Trump, if you really do love him, please deliver this message to him because it's urgent. President Donald Trump, I am servant of the Lord Hёk Park, and I have a message for you, President Donald Trump. It is not easy for me to say this, but I have to because the Spirit of the Lord urged me to do so. If you see my journey, you will know that I am not a person against you. In 2024, the Lord spoke to me that you, President Donald Trump, is His anointed, like the Lord has anointed the King Cyrus. And the Lord spoke to me that the things that you will be doing in your presidency are the things that are incited by the Lord for you to do it because they are the plans of the Lord. And also in 2025, when I arrived in Las Vegas, the Lord spoke to me something similar, saying that you are like the King Nebuchadnezzar, as the Lord called Nebuchadnezzar my servant. Yes, I did declare publicly because the Lord said so. In 2024, I declared, and in 2025, I declared, and you can check that. You can search that. And today, why I am here to deliver a message to you, which I never did. I'll be very short and direct and very clear to you. And you have to listen to me, this short message, until the end, because it's very important and urgent thing. On last December, the Lord spoke to me, my servant Hyoke, listen to this. From now on, so much more enemies will rise against President Donald Trump. So on last December, the Lord spoke to me, so much more enemies will rise against you, and so much more persecutions, and so much more strategies and plans against you to take you down. So much more oppressions and so much more persecutions, and even to the point that the enemies will attempt to take away your life also. And then after the Lord spoke to me that on December, the Lord continued speaking to me. The Lord said, many has entered to White House to pray for you, but were not authorized by the Lord. And the Lord spoke to me that somebody different must enter and pray for you, for your protection, because so much more enemies and persecutions and evil, even up to the point that the enemies will attempt to take away your life, will rise up, so that somebody different must pray for President Donald Trump so that he will be protected. And the Lord continues speaking that I must pray for you. And when the Lord spoke to me that on last December, my reaction was, okay then, if that time comes, let it be. If the Lord makes that happen, let it be. And I was just like, okay then, let it be when that time comes. But suddenly, just now, when I was about to deliver a word to the South Koreans under the Lord's presence, the Lord suddenly urged and incited me to not just wait for that time to just come, but to deliver this message to you so that it will happen now. Because I feel it's very urgent. I feel it's very, very urgent. And President Donald Trump, you really need me. I have no reason to say this because if I say this, I only receive more persecutions. But President Donald Trump, you really need me. I don't have to do this, and I personally do not need to see you, or I personally do not need you. But President Donald Trump, you need me. I need to pray for you because the Lord spoke to me on December. So much more enemies with a lot of oppressions against you, with a lot of evil strategies against you to stop you, to take you down, not just to stop you, even up to the point that they will attempt to take away your life. President Donald Trump, I'm saying this with so much love for you and my humble heart before the Lord. I love you because the Lord spoke to me that you are His anointed. The Lord spoke to me that you are His servant. That's why I love you, and I want to help you. If you hear this message and you want to contact me, below is my ministry's email, which is info@brotherhyoke.com. And if you are the assistant of President Donald Trump, if you really do love him, please deliver